All right, so I'm back with another video. Finally have something to post about. I actually made basically the same exact video, about 4 days ago. But I didn't post that video because I didn't feel like it was a good video. And I feel like I posted it too early. But so I want to kind of redo the video, so here it is. Anyway, so a couple months ago, about 4 or 5 months ago, me and Jonathan were gonna go to Charlotte, North Carolina, and we were gonna go to one of the Kid Laroi concerts in Charlotte, and we were just gonna spend a couple of days there, and everything kind of just went the opposite direction of what we were hoping for, like vehicle trouble, money situation, and we just it wasn't the right time to go, so we kind of just canceled it out and said that we were going to go somewhere else a couple months later. Well, that time is finally here, and it is currently, I don't know why I always forget. I don't think I'm ever gonna, be able to do it. But it is currently, I think it's the 26th. So August 26th, today is Monday. And we're gonna be going August 30th. Well, whatever Friday is. So it's currently Monday the 26th. I believe might be the 27th. I think it's the 26th. But anyway, we're gonna be going to Minneapolis, Minnesota, because if you rewatch both of the Charlotte, North Carolina update videos, and just both of those videos in general, I said that I wanted to visit a couple of cities that I would be interested in moving to full time whenever I get out on my own and just start working and stuff like that, which I'm already working now. But I'm talking about an actual career, something that I would do for a while, and stuff like that. And I think Minneapolis is literally it checks off everything that I wanted, that I was asking for in a city. It checks out. So some of the things were, I like snow. I love winter. I absolutely hate summer. I mean, I like summer. I do not like 100-degree weather, actual temps 100 degrees with humidity making it feel like 115, 120, and working in a very, very hot mill. Absolutely hate that. I worked in a couple really hot places, and I don't know. I'm not I used to be a very big swimmer. I really loved water parks, outdoor summer activities, but something about I don't know, I guess I just changed, and within the last 2 years I've just been a big winter type of person. So some of the things that I really wanted I was asking for as a city to move to was really, really cold weather, snow, opportunities, good job market. It's kind of hard to find low cost of living, housing prices and stuff like that, in this economy. But Minneapolis does have a lower cost, for the Twin Cities, really, not just Minneapolis, also St. Paul. The Twin Cities in general have a pretty good housing market, even in this economy in 2024, which is kind of crazy. But I was asking for really, really cold weather, snow, ice, blizzards, snowstorms, whatever, you name it, Christmassy vibes. That's what I've always been like. I've always asked for that, and you're not going to get that in Mississippi. It's quite the opposite. I know a couple years ago, it hasn't really been like this the last couple of years, actually. The last 2 years, we've actually been pretty decently cold. I think last year, and this is pretty good for North Mississippi, it being so far south. It's kind of crazy because I think we got down to 3 or 4 degrees. I think we we were almost at like below zero, like -1 or something like that. We were close. I think we were like 2 or 3 degrees, which is pretty cold. But that is a that's a rare occurrence that happens in a place like North Mississippi. And there's also been Christmas days and like, you know, like even days in like January where the low was like 39 or like mid 40s, which is kind of like warm if you ask me. Like fall. And see, that's another thing that I want to get into. I really like all 4 seasons. Like when it's like July, I don't want it to be like 30 degrees, 40 degrees, or like 50s. But I also don't want it to be like 100 degrees like it is in North Mississippi. Which I know it does get decently hot in Minneapolis, like high 80s, sometimes 90s. But it's a different kind of warm. It's a different kind of cold, to be honest. And I feel like it's more tolerable. But, you know, for fall weather, it usually doesn't even start cooling off in North Mississippi till like mid-October. And that's like fall weather. That's not like in Minneapolis, you can expect snow on the ground in early October. Whereas in North Mississippi, in early October, it could still be 85 degrees outside. So it's really not like my type of vibe, what I'm interested in. And obviously you can look around. There is absolutely nothing here. The place that I lived in when I was making all of those videos at, about an hour away a couple of months ago, that place had more, like, you know, it was a bigger town, but it wasn't like, it was still a very, very small town. And this town is a lot smaller than that. And we have absolutely nothing here. We don't even have a Walmart. So we have to drive about 30 minutes, one way to, you know, the closest Walmart. And there's some jobs here, but nothing, you know, crazy, you know, just the regular like manufacturing jobs, like plants, you know, healthcare jobs, stuff like that, retail, stuff like that. Nothing like too crazy. And that's another reason like I want to move. Obviously, cost of living is a lot lower down here, but the wages are also a lot lower down here. Obviously our minimum wage down here is like $7.25, which there's, you know, obviously a couple of states that are $7.25, but there's some places in North Mississippi especially where you can get a 3-bedroom 2-bath house that's in decent condition for like less than $1,000 a month. And that is kind of crazy if you think about it, because there's places in like San Francisco, New York, LA and stuff like that where a 1-bedroom 1-bath apartment is like $2,500 a month. So I mean, but like the minimum wage in LA, like California, is like $16.50 an hour or something like that, $16 an hour. So like that's like to make 16 to 17 bucks an hour here in Mississippi, you have to be working at like full time in a factory, like blue collar. I mean, blue collar here in North Mississippi is like $18 to $20 an hour, something like that. You know, it's still, I mean, you're not going to be making much. And like I said, obviously cost of living, housing and stuff like that, it's a lot cheaper, but it's a very poor state. It is, I think, either number 2, it's either the second or the third state with the most people moving out of Mississippi. And, you know, I guess for a good reason. Like everybody that I know here has always wanted to get out of Mississippi. And the only thing that has kept, or at least the ones that I've spoken to that want to move out of Mississippi, the only thing that has kept them from not moving out of the state of Mississippi is family. And when you don't have much family, you know, you don't have many friends, stuff like that, and it's kind of you're in your like, I guess, grinding like period time of your life. Like, you know, you want to just grind, you know, get to yourself, get an apartment, get a house, whatever, relocate, start doing things for you for once. That's kind of where I'm at. But that's kind of like where I'm at in life, and like that's my goal. But with that being said, I want to get more into this trip. That's kind of just like, I kind of yapped for 10 minutes. It's going to be a long video, but there's a lot to say kind of, and, you know, I need to make another video. It's been a little bit, again, you know, I keep slacking off of the videos, but like I said, I didn't want to make, like half effort videos, or just like non-interesting videos, and then post them and, you know, them not be enjoyable to watch. So I'm not going to be doing that. So I'm just going to try to make, you know, I guess actually, you know, decent videos, and that's going to require me to upload less, but now that I have something to talk about, I can make a decent video. So I want to hop more in, or I want to go more into detail about this trip. Like I said, it's Monday, August 26th or the 27th. I can't check my phone because I'm actually recording off my phone. I don't have the GoPro Hero 11 anymore, but I can't even check I'm pretty sure it's the 26th. But it is Monday, and we're gonna be leaving out. I'm probably gonna make like a very, very short, quick video, like the day before we head out, because I'm highly considering. There's two options that I'm considering. So option one would be, so I work 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. So on my shift, working 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Thursday, when I get off at 11 p.m. on Thursday night, we'd leave out and drive. So it's a 14-hour drive one way total. From where we are in North Mississippi to Minneapolis is a 14-hour drive. It's like 13 hours and 56 minutes. You know, obviously that doesn't include like stops, gas stations, break, food, stuff like that. So, you know, 14 hours just straight there. So we thought about driving, like, so when I got off at 11 p.m., we thought about driving just 7 hours, so exactly halfway, and finding a hotel or something like that, and just, you know, something cheap, don't really care what it looks like, just somewhere to sleep, that has a bed. Or we thought about pulling over to a rest stop and just sleeping in the car for a couple of hours to get, you know, rested up a little bit, and then just finishing, when we wake up, finishing the rest of the other half of the drive to Minneapolis. Or the second option would be to, when I get off of work at 11 p.m., come right home like I normally would and go to sleep around 12, like earlier than what I normally would, and wake up at like 7 or 8 in the morning or something like that, and just drive like the entire way. So just the whole 14 hours. So that's something that we're probably going to do. Like those are the two options. I'm kind of leaning more towards the second option more, because like I feel like we would waste more time. Like obviously we would lose a couple hours of sleep, but I can easily regain, you know, we're probably going to have a day, and because we're going to be there for like 4 full days or something like that. And we're probably going to have a day where we just like chill, so I can catch up on some sleep. We both can, me and Jonathan both can catch up on some sleep, during that period of time where we are in Minneapolis. But we're probably going to be leaning more towards the second option. And we don't exactly know, what we're going to be doing the whole time. It's more just like a lot of driving, I guess. Like I want to kind of scope out the area, you know, talk to a few people. Maybe there's like 4 guitar centers, so we're definitely going to go to one of the guitar centers. I want to go by the Tesla Tesla dealer, just I guess look at some cars, and I guess obviously go to the Mall of America. That's what everybody does, I feel like. But other than that, that's going to be it for the video. I'm probably just going to make like I said, I'm going to make another quick short video like the day before we take the trip, to let you know which option that we decided on, and more things, like, you know, more things about the trip, and if there's any more plans that we decide to do, we're going to update everyone in that video. So with that being said, I'll see you guys exactly one day before the trip. With that being said, see you guys in the next video. Peace.